Hey, what's up? It's Edwin Torres, and today I'm going to show you how to create a high converting squeeze page for your website, for your business. You can start bringing in a ton of email subscribers coming in every single day. And I'm going to show you a couple of tweaks you can make, a couple of things you could add to your squeeze page to make the conversions go even higher, because I see a lot of beginners make a lot of mistakes when it comes to their squeeze pages, and these are easily correctable mistakes. So I'm going to actually walk you through how to make a squeeze page from scratch in this video, and I'm going to use Instabuilder 2 to create it. This is a WordPress plugin that lets you do a lot of drag and drop cool little designs on your site, but you could easily use OptimizePress. I think there's one called Thrive Leads, and if you're creative, you might be even able to use the default WordPress default WordPress system to make the squeeze page as well. So I'm going to use Instabuilder 2. We can use whatever you want, and it's pretty much the same process for any plugin or any way you do it. So first things first, I'm just going to create a random title. I'm just going to put here test squeeze page just for example purposes. And with Instabuilder 2, you have to create a draft of the page before you can mess around with the plugin. So I got that, so I'm just going to click this little on button over here and click on launch IB 2.0, and then here you could pretty much pick whichever template you want, because we're gonna just play around with it a little bit and edit it. But if you want, just scroll here to where it says squeeze pages and then pick one that looks good. I kinda like this one with the little backdrop, so I'm gonna choose this one and then give that a second to load. Okay, so the page loaded up, and the way Instabuilder works is you can literally, like I said, you can just click on whichever element on the page and kind of move it around, move that there, maybe move it up here. So first thing, I'm just gonna delete this little your logo here in the background because I don't want that there. So first thing, the headline. One thing that I highly recommend when it comes to squeeze pages, you have to create an enticing free gift that you're going to give to your subscriber. I see a lot of people, when I go to blogs, their only enticing offer is subscribe to my newsletter. And that doesn't really get me excited to subscribe to your newsletter, because what's in it for me? If I wanted to subscribe to your newsletter, I could just come to your website and check it maybe weekly and see what's new on there. It's not really a big gift that's gonna get me really excited to enter my email. So that's the first thing. You have to make sure to not say subscribe to my newsletter. You have to try to come up with some type of gift that somebody in your niche or market would like. And the way I like doing it is I like giving away one big tip or one big method that gives people some instant gratification when it comes to whatever pains or problems or questions they might have in your niche. So if you're in the weight loss niche, you might give them a free workout, or maybe give them a video that exposes some common myths that people believe about working out, or anything. You just get really creative with it, but don't be giving away something huge. Alright, don't be giving away something crazy like some big course or some type of long e-course, because people don't even go through it. So a lot of people don't even go through the free gift that you're gonna give them. So I just like giving something super small, super consumable, so people have no excuse to actually go through either my report or my video and watch the whole thing. So let's keep it up with the weight loss example. So for example, if we're gonna do the common myths, so maybe the one big the one big mistake newbie newbie weightlifters do that kills their gains. So then the one big mistake let me make that the one big mistake one big mistake Let me make that here, delete that there. So one big mistake, all, make that capital. One big mistake. Maybe just a little extra there. One big mistake all newbie weightlifters do that kills their gains and limits their progress, and kills their gains and causes that kills their gains and I think that's good for now. One big mistake all newbie weightlifters do that kills their gains in the gym. Kills their gains in the gym. So I'm gonna make this a heading. Actually, let me see how heading 2 looks. Yeah, make that a heading 2. Change the text, the font to Tahoma, and just mess around with the size of the actual headline. So one big mistake all newbie weightlifters do that kills their gains in the gym. So right there, we're just giving away one free tip or one free little advice that's going to help people get better results. So here, enter your email address below to get this free report. So I'll just enter something better, like enter your best email address in the form below. So for free, for instant access. That's it. So you always have to give people a direct call to action, and that pretty much, like, psychology, like, subconsciously tells them, okay, I gotta enter my name in the form below, because people, you cannot assume that people know how to get your free stuff. So I make sure to be super direct with it, and I just tell them, enter your best email address in the form below for instant access. So one big mistake all newbie weightlifters do that kills their gains in the gym. Enter your best email address in the form below. So I'm just gonna click here and edit the form a little bit, because what I like doing is, let me go here to opt-in field forms. You go here to manage fields. I do not like getting their first name, because it lowers conversions, I've noticed, and it's kind of a gimmick. So you might get an email that might say, hey, for example, my name Edwin. Hey Edwin, here's your free gift. Nowadays, people kind of know that that's like a little gimmick. It really does depend on the niche, but like, I'm in the internet marketing niche, and a lot of people are already familiar with that. Maybe in your niche, people aren't, and maybe people think it's cool that you're emailing them with their first name, so you could just mess around with that. But for my test, I found that first name isn't really a big deal, so I'm just gonna delete the first name. And then over here in label, what I like doing is I like putting in my email address is, and then dot. It's kind of like those games in, like, at the back of a magazine, where you have to fill in the blank, and then people just love doing that. So I do a little bit of something like subconsciously that kind of reminds them of that, where people say, oh, my email address is, and they just automatically go and type it in. So I'm just gonna save this, and then over here where it says download the report, I'm going to change the opt-in form button, change the button text to get instant, actually download now. So you can just mess around. I like having either my button say something like download now or get instant access. That usually converts pretty well for me. You can mess around with the size and all this, and also over here for the opt-in form itself, make sure we're over here at opt-in form HTML code, you actually paste in your HTML code. So the last thing we need to do is we need to change this background of the squeeze page, because what is this? It's like buildings. Buildings don't really like scream weightlifting. So I'm just gonna head on over to images.google and then try to pull up image that we could use for this page. So let's see. So maybe weight room. Let's see what comes up for weight room if we type that in. Okay, so I uploaded the image and I messed around a little bit with the size, and now it looks pretty good. So the last thing, if you want, you could keep this. Your privacy is safe, but I sometimes like removing it, because I don't want people thinking any type of negative thoughts in their head. So if you mention anything negative, people might assume that, oh, they're saying that your privacy is safe. What if it's not safe? And then people get really like paranoid about all that. So the page is done. So last thing, just click publish over here, And then once you're done clicking publish, I'm just gonna refresh this so we could actually have the actual link to the page. So there we go. So this is our squeeze page. One big mistake on newbie weightlifters do that kills their gains in the gym. And then enter your best email address in the form below for instant success. And right here, people can enter their email. My email address is boom, boom, boom. Click download now, and you can send them the free gift, and everything is there, done. So this is a super high converting squeeze page, and if I actually were to drive traffic to this should convert easily, probably in a 40%, maybe even 50% range, depending how targeted the traffic is. So as you can see, making a high converting squeeze page isn't super difficult. It just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of trial and error, trying to find the right images, trying to mess around with the font and text size and all that. But as long as you keep in mind to only provide one free tip or one big method that they can use, and try to keep the page as simple as possible, and try to actually provide some type of solution to a problem that they have, a big problem, then your page should convert super high. So thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, make sure you leave them in the comments section below. This is Edwin signing out.